Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Busy. Now that Spider-Man Miles Morales has been officially confirmed to be a standalone game and not just a sequel, it's time to talk about all the potential villains that will be in the game, and trust me, there are plenty. Now keep in mind, Miles Morales is going to have some of the same villains as Peter Parker because he's still Spider-Man, but just an alternative version. So he'll have some alternative versions of the same villains. Now most people don't know about his villains unless you actually follow the comics or if you actually seen the Spider-Verse movie. So I'm going to go ahead and break down which ones I believe have the best chance of being in the game. Starting off with the no-brainer choice, Prowler. Anyone who's seen the Into the Spider-Verse movie from 2018 saw this entry coming a mile away. But just in case you haven't, I'll try not to spoil anything about this villain. This choice is a no-brainer. Prowler is an important part of Miles' origin story in both that movie and his first comic book run. He's the first villain that Miles goes up against and maybe the toughest for him to fight for a few emotional reasons. I would be highly shocked if Prowler was not in this game, but I trust Insomniac Games will not miss out on this one. Next to Prowler, Green Goblin is definitely the second most logical choice for Miles as a main villain. If you've played through Marvel's Spider-Man, you know that Green Goblin has been teased a few times already. In the comics, Miles takes on the Ultimate Universe Green Goblin, Norman Osborn, the same demonic looking one that you've seen in the Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie. From what we've seen in the game already, it looks like Harry might be the Goblin instead of his dad this time. You can see him being suspended over some green looking fluid that looks like it'll 100% turn him into the Green Goblin. The next most logical character is Venom. Now, most fans know Venom as either being Eddie Brock or Flash Thompson during his fights against Peter Parker. But Miles originally comes from a different universe, so naturally he fought against a different villain. Conrad Marcus is a biochemist at the Roxxon Corporation in the Ultimate Universe. An appearance from him in the Spider-Man Miles Morales game could mean a new Venom is on the way. This Venom is another villain that plays a huge part in Miles' story early on in the comics, so I highly doubt that they will miss out on making him a villain. The next very likely villain is Mysterio. He is another villain that was seen pretty recently on the big screen. He was the main villain from Spider-Man Far From Home last year. Now he has gone toe-to-toe with Miles before. Quentin Beck is a master of illusions, so just like the young Peter in Far From Home, Miles will have a bit of trouble taking him on as he gets used to his new power. Next, Dr. Octopus. Now the game can pull heavily from the Into the Spider-Verse movie. Now one of the best twists of the film was Dr. Olivia revealing herself to be Doc Ock. Now while this version of Spider-Man universe does already contain a Dr. Ock, it would be interesting to see Olivia carry on the research and take on this mechanical weapon by herself. Now Diamondback might just be the least likely villain to be added in the game, but she would be very cool nonetheless. Similar to Silver Sable and Black Cat, Diamondback does not have powers, but she's talented in other areas. She's skilled at hand-to-hand combat and can throw her poison-tipped weapons with pinpoint accuracy. In the comics, she has run-ins with Miles as a member of the Serpent Skulls gang. She was trained at Taskmaster's Academy, so it isn't exactly far-fetched to say that she won't be in the game. Okay, now this last one is the least likely, but it would be crazy and I would love to see it. So Iron Spider. So thanks to cosmic shenanigans that we're not even going to get into in this video, Miles and his supporting cast now exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, effectively creating the same young Miles / adult Peter that exists in the current Insomniac series. In this new era, Miles' uncle Aaron actually is brought back to life, where he's given the power of the Iron Spider, and he leads the new version of the Sinister Six, specifically aimed at tormenting Miles. The Sinister Six Reborn is where Aaron evolves from just being a tragic piece of Miles' past into one of his greatest foes, and maybe that will be the best possible climax this game could have. That will be crazy. You play the first arc against a Prowler, and then you defeat the Prowler, he dies, and then at the end of the game you get Iron Spider. That would be crazy. But that is it for my list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree with my picks for the villains that we need to see in the game? Let me know what villains did I miss. Are there some other villains that you guys want to see in the game? Just let me know that in the comments below. But like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out this mother.